So after owning a Bambu Lab P1P/P1S, I quickly learned that the camera sucks on these 3D printers. And how you find your videos, you go into Bambu Studio, you go up here to the device tab and you click on SD, and then it loads all the files of your videos from your camera on your Bambu Lab P1P/P1S. Here's one of the stored ones. Let's download this. I might also say that it takes to download the file. And this is a huge struggle for a lot of these people that own these Bambu Lab printers. The P1P and the P1S. 5 hours later. So I did a little research on the that's found inside these printers, and the problem with the camera is it's only 720p. Not only that, but there's a lighting issue. So some tips that I want to give you guys is how to get a better camera for your Bambu Lab P1P/P1S, and some tips and tricks to getting better videos. Because after all, I am a creator in this space, so please consider subscribing. So my first tip to getting better lighting on the Bambu Lab P1S/P1P is to get yourself a light bar. You know, a lot of times these are like 15 bucks on Amazon. I'll throw a link in the description, but this makes a world of difference, especially when looking at your prints. Like, look at that. Here, let me turn the light off to give you an example. That's what the Bambu Labs light looks like. Well, actually it's not even on, but look at the difference here. It's absolutely crazy. I highly advise you get yourself just a basic LED light bar. Again, I'll throw a link in the description. All right, and as far as cameras go, you know, I've dabbled with a lot of different things. So I got these big tripods here, and I need good footage because I'm a creator in this space, and I've messed around with a lot of things. So as you guys know, on the Bambu Lab printers, it's not a huge deal to record or leave this door open while you record. And what I usually do here is I'll put the tripod in front of there like so. And what I found the best to do is to just actually put my phone in here. And I know it kind of takes up some space on the phone, but actually, you know, the iPhones and Androids, they're just such high quality. I also went out and bought one of these little Wise cams. These actually work pretty well. And what a lot of people do here is they'll mount them on the 3D printer itself. But I had some issues with this because I needed good looking footage from the front here, you know what I mean? And again, what a lot of people did was, you know, they mount the Wise cam or a baby cam, whichever. And again, I'll throw a link to this camera in there. It works great, but I had an issue mounting it. Some people will put the camera on top and just face it down because they just want like a good live feed as they're like at work or something and want to see the status of their 3D print. Some people mount it to the front like this and just mount it to the glass. This works as well because you can see there that you could just use 3M double-sided tape, but then you have the cord. You know, there's just some obstacles here. Honestly, these cameras work really well, the Wise cams, and they're high definition. This is probably the best route if you're not like a creator in this space because you get a live feed. They're really cheap. I think they're like 30 bucks and it's just super easy. But if you're looking for high def, like 4K footage, what I do is I just get a real tripod here and I put it right in front of there and I use my iPhone because the new iPhone's shooting 4K. So I figured I would share my experience on trying to figure out the camera issues as far as the Bambu Lab P1P/P1S. Please consider subscribing, guys. Hit you in the next one. Peace.